Hey guys, welcome to Smarter Than AI. Today we actually have a very special guest. We have Flocker. I don't know if all you guys know how exceptional it is to be a professional gaming athlete, but in the world of competitive fighting games, it's very difficult. And he, this year, won EVO, which you would say would be the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
no contest.
Yeah, the world's biggest fighting game competition, which is ridiculous. So we're just gonna do a quick Q&A so you guys can get to know him a little bit better as a person. I'll start off with this. I Google searched you today. Didn't find a lot of information. Didn't know where to start. I was like, okay, I'm an idiot. So I was like, Flocker? Okay. Now I saw your championship, which by the way, I will say this though. We watched it from home. Like it was, you know, like to normal people, you know how they watch, I don't know, what's the sports
The World
events?
Cup and the Olympics.
Yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah, no, literally
Smashed
all
it.
day we sat around with, I moved my TV out in the main room. We had like a huge fucking thing and it was rad. And by the end, you know, Tokels had come over and he was like, you know, Flock's kind of my boy and we're together or whatever. So we were all rooting for you, which was really cool for me because I've never had a home team to root for, which was great. Like I absolutely loved it. But yeah, it was really, really great to watch you and like actually almost be there, you know what I'm saying? Like it was really cool. Like I'm so glad EVO's getting more and more coverage, and having 3 channels this year on Twitch is fantastic. Even like the smaller games, that's awesome. So when you went this year, what was your like expectation?
When I go to tournaments, my goal is always to try to do better than before. Like last year at EVO, I got 5th. So this year, I wanted to do either 4th or better.
Right. Okay. So when you saw like as you were coming up, you actually did not get knocked into any of the fucking losing brackets.
No.
No. You went straight through, which is incredible. So here's my thought. So it's the end. It's getting towards the end. Justin Wong is now coming up, and as you can see, he's working his way back up. Were you a little worried?
Of course.
Yeah.
Especially when he resetted.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask that as my next question, dude. When he resetted, a little bit of fear.
Yeah, of course.
Dude.
But since he got hyped, you know, he stood up, he started like running around, you know, getting hyped with the crowd and so that just gave me a moment. So I'm just like there chilling, you know, it's like regaining composure.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that helped a lot.
That's really cool. So now, when you actually did win, right? Did you flip out inside and try to be cool on the outside?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right. I was like beyond overwhelmed. I could like I was like it was barely registering. I was like, wow, like this happened. Like did this happen? Like wow.
Holy
you know,
shit,
like,
dude.
It was pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Now again, you're an East Coast boy, right?
I am.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
All right. Well, then, yeah. What was your thought process around picking that team that you had?
Yeah, I was a little curious about that too because from what an earlier statement you had said is that Virgil's a little OP, and then you and then you rolled him in, which is kind of crazy. Like,
Well, all right. In the beginning, I was dead set on keeping 0 because that's like sort of what I became known for in vanilla because I think I won 0 his first major ever, so I just wanted to keep him no matter what. Plus, when they announced the buffs for him in Ultimate, I was like, oh, hell yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Capcom. I saw Spiral Swords.
Yep.
And I play Rose in Street Fighter. In Street Fighter 4, so she has Soul Satellite, her Ultra 2.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, it's the same thing. All right, I'm playing this guy for sure.
But now it's in Marvel, so it's 10 times more useful.
Yeah.
Let me get that shit.
Yep.
And then for Hawkeye, I just threw him in there. Like he had a godlike assist, and I'm like, all right, that works. You know, I like Hawkeye as a character. He had a godlike assist. It works with my team. You know, sure.
With Hawkeye, are you saying that you like him as an actual Marvel character
Yeah.
or in the game?
Yeah, like I read comics here and there. I actually like him.
Me too.
So I just picked him because of that. So my initial team was 0 Virgil Hawkeye. I just stuck with it. My one of my goals actually also was to try new characters, going from vanilla to ultimate. So I wanted to try, you know, obviously whatever came out as new characters, which was also, you know, Virgil Hawkeye.
Obviously. Did you ever dick around with Iron Fist by any chance?
Not at all, actually.
Whoa.
Like I saw Justin play him like early on in the game, and I'm like what's this character doing? Looks mad boring. Because all he did was dash medium like the whole time. I'm like, are you serious? That's the character?
Fair enough. You got another one? I can start again.
Yeah, go for it.
Really?
Go for it.
Make me do all the work?
I'll play off.
Yeah, I know, but like, Go ahead. You go ahead.
I'll
You
play
go.
off of you.
Okay,
We already discussed this.
All right, sure. So
Doing it right now. It's working.
Yeah, I know. We have playful banter. After winning, so what has it actually changed in your actual life, like your day-to-day life? I'm assuming
My daily life.
Yeah, like I'm assuming not much. Like it's not like
Yeah, not very
weirdos
much,
just
to
showing
be
up like, hey,
honest.
flock, like.
In daily life.
Paparazzi
actually,
everywhere.
Like here and there, more people recognize
No
me.
shit.
Like in daily life, but other than that, it's just regular normal life. When I travel more to like majors and tournaments stuff, like for sure, I get bombarded.
No shit.
With people, but with daily life, no, I'm still like same shit, different day.
That's awesome. That's, you know what? That's exactly how famous I want to be. I want to be nerd famous. You know what I'm saying? You go to an event, you're famous, and
Yes.
you leave, and you can still go get bread without like assholes screaming at you.
I honestly, I'm not a big like publicity person. People can probably tell because I'm not like a Twitter fiend or a Facebook fiend.
Right.
I like to keep to myself, so that's fine with me.
Right.
Like I don't mind that, when I go to majors, I don't mind, talking to people or like, chilling with
Doing
randomers.
interviews with random schmucks.
Exactly. I don't mind.
You're going there.
But like at home, if it happened everywhere, I don't want to be swarmed all the time.
No.
Like,
So, do you think next year Justin's going to be kind of a little bit more wary?
Conservative.
Yeah, because I got to tell you that 0 is kind of ridiculous. Like, dude, like, do you know what the turning point was for you? Like,
for in terms of what?
for when you won, like, okay, I know he reset, and that was a little scary, obviously. But then he went into the next set, and you could see you were a little more aggro, which was a good thing in my eyes. Your 0 was all over the place, and that's very, very strong way to play 0. Was there a turning point, like while you were playing, where you were like, oh, I got this asshole?
Honestly, I don't think so because we both adapted so much to each other's play styles that like there was no turning point. It was literally just like dead even fight, like for both of us.
And it was fantastic to watch, though, I gotta tell you, because of that. Like, but I was curious because I thought there had to be a point where you were like, okay, this is when I got it. Because, dude, you wreck sauced it. I think it was your second tag in of 0. And that was kind of ridiculous. And I was like, oh, man, he's gotten that huge juggle. And then, like, the reset, and I was like, okay, this is not looking good. And it's Justin Wong that I feel bad for.
We both dropped so much stuff. Like, I actually recently rewatched it just to, like, study it, see what went wrong, stuff like that. And we both dropped so much stuff. So, for sure, the pressure was on for both.
How do you even like stay calm in that situation?
Experience. Because when I first started traveling, like I remember my first EVO, I went up on stage and I played Clockwork, and when I got off stage, my hands were literally like I was looking at myself going like this, and I'm like, holy. But like I've been traveling now for a little over 2 years, so I'm more used to it. So I'm like, okay, Marvel happened. All right, next round. Okay.
But I mean, like, you gotta, like, when you get called up to the big stage, that's gotta be like a little bit like heart flutter, or like even after.
No, honestly,
experience.
it's awesome now.
Really?
At first, I was like, oh shit, I'm on stage. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Let me try and blow this guy up real quick.
Crazy.
But now it's like, because now I'm a little more successful. I've won my share of majors now, so I'm like, all right, here we go. Who do I have to body now?
I like the confidence level, though. Honestly,
Yeah, for sure.
Yawn.
For this long, I definitely have my confidence now.
That's great, dude.
Like, no matter, like right now, no matter, even Chris G now, I'm super confident no matter who it is.
Wow, that's epic. Let me ask you another question, like kind of a little off topic. Like, how do you feel about the fighting game community in general? Like, as in, like some people give the fighting game community a lot of fucking flack about, being aggressive and not being open to newcomers and that kind of thing.
I agree and disagree.
Okay.
Because FGC is, honestly, it's all over the place. Like, there's points where, there's sexism obviously everywhere. People are super biased. But it's because we don't see that kind of thing. Like,
right, color or race.
If a girl gamer would come, show up, and blow up everybody, that would probably be like the greatest thing for so many people. To
Right.
be like, finally, somebody like stepped their shit up and like showed everybody it can happen, stuff like that. So people are biased in that sense. There's also like so much favoritism here and there. You just might not see it, but it is there.
You see it. What are you kidding me? You see it.
You see it, but you might not see like the full extent, or you might not see it like. You might not catch it, but somebody else will for like certain things. I'm not saying like for everything,
Right.
But like for sure, FGC, I honestly think we could do so much better. We could grow a lot more. We just some people don't know how to do it or how to go about it, and some people, from what I hear also, this is just word of mouth from what I've heard, some people stop it because it's not quote unquote profitable for them.
Right.
Or you know, they don't want to lose what they already have.
Right.
You know, they might not work out for them, so they're like, oh shit, you know. And stuff like, there's plenty of things, whether small things.
What about salt? I mean, salt in and of
That-
itself, it's the nature of the game, you know?
That honestly, I don't mind salt at all because that's kind of like a marketing thing. It's like, oh, he's so mad that he lost. You know, he obviously wanted to win. That it's gonna drive him to do better in the future. Stuff like that.
Sure.
Plus, also, who doesn't like a good salty like?
No, totally.
Like reaction.
No,
like, come on.
everybody.
Like,
I mean,
who doesn't get hype at PL Balrog's like throwing sticks and flipping tables and stuff?
Chad certainly does. That's his boy, PR Balrog. Loves him. Absolutely loves him. Yeah, no, I completely agree. And how do you feel about the whole like East finally, like Japan kind of starting to like respect us, like as a fighting community? It's nice. Even Daigo has gone on record and been like, you know, it's kind of hyped to be like, oh, now, you know, the West actually has competitive players. Granted, that attitude is a little shit.
They stopped
No,
for
it's true.
long.
It's actually got like that he does that because we even here in the U.S. we're like, yeah, Japan is pretty dominant in Street Fighter
Most
or
assuredly.
whatever. But now over time, you know, Daigo, I remember Dominion doing a few interviews about it and
Yep.
stuff. Like we've actually caught up and or gone past them in certain points. So
That's true.
That's definitely awesome.
That's true.
We beat him in Marvel. I know that.
That's
Mop.
free. That's free. Don't worry about that. It's a U.S. game.
Yeah, it totally is a U.S. game. It's totally, which is funny too, because you'd think that like almost a more Twitch game wouldn't be as dominated by America as much, but it kind of is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put like a Twitch game like StarCraft, let's just use a completely different genre. Dude, we get raped by Koreans, like, you know what I'm saying? And we get owned. Like, that's Korea. We might as well just put Korea the game. Like, I mean, that's just how it is. But like, then you come back and you like, that's one of the reasons why I think I like fighting games as much, because it puts you eye to eye and there's a lot more heart and people come from all over the place. And I'm not saying that other places don't. Even stuff like, you know, the MOBA like stuff, that's getting to be pretty crazy huge, you know?
Yeah, like recently, I play League a little bit.
Oh, no kidding.
Recently, I was watching, honestly, I can't even remember the name of the tournament. IGL, maybe? Whatever, it was recent. And
It was the big reason.
Yep.
I was watching TSM, which is one of the more favorite U.S. Teams or whatever, and
yep.
they were actually doing really well.
Yep.
They were keeping up with, you know, other, like, international teams and stuff, which is it's also got, like, it's like the same thing. It's like the FGC. It's like, oh, you know, we can keep up with you no matter what, like, what game or genre or whatever. So, yeah, it's, like, definitely got, like, to see that kind of thing.
Love that. I love that.
Like it's
America.
although it is kind of, you know, good for the competitive drive that one country
Side.
or one whatever
Yep.
dominates.
Yep.
It's always, you know, everyone is always gonna love it when the, you know, the giant gets, you know, thrown down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when they finally overcome like whoever's on top or whatever. It's like, finally get this guy out of
Yeah,
here.
seriously, I'm so sick and tired of seeing them dominate.
Yeah.
Yeah, most assuredly. All right, well, I really, really appreciate you taking the time to do this for us. Like, that's
Oh,
really
my pleasure.
great. Seriously, thanks very much, man.
No problem.
So stay tuned, Smarter Than AI, blah, blah, blah. Flock, it was amazing to have us. You guys, come back. Later.